Hello students and welcome to yet another video on foundation course for business statistics. In this video we are going to look at two basic ideas in mathematics. Those are permutation and combination. So basically permutation and combination help us count how many ways we can arrange or select things from a group. Uh, the main difference between what permutation and what combination is. Basically, in permutation, uh, order matters, whereas in combination, uh, order doesn't matter. So this will be more clear as we go forward and look at different scenarios, different examples of both permutation and combination. So let's first understand what permutation is. So permutation is about arranging things. So when you arrange things, order does matter. So to give you an example, if you ask family members to sit for a family photograph, then the order in which family members sit matters. Because if the order changes, the photograph would be a different, right? So order plays a very important role typically when we are calculating permutation. Okay, and as we have seen previously, permutation is nothing but uh, one of the way to count. Okay, or it is a way to count uh, how many ways we can arrange uh, certain number of elements from the group of elements, right? So see the example. Suppose we have three colored balls, red, blue. Basically, this is the example: red, blue, and green. Right. So we have three colored balls: R, B, and G. Now, if we are asked to arrange them in a row, then how many different ways can we do that? Okay. So you can have red first, then you can have blue second, you can have green third. So this is one way. Similarly, second way can be you can have red first, green second, and blue third, right? Third, you can have blue first, red second, and green third. Fourth, you can have blue first, green second, red third. Then you can have green first, red second, blue third, and sixth way is green first, blue second, and red third. So probably there are six different ways in which you can arrange these three balls, okay, in a row, right? So let's see what combination is. Combination is about selecting things. Permutation was about arranging things, and combination is about selecting things. And when you are doing selection, actually order does not matter, right? So you pick up things. Say for example, the same three balls are given to us, right? So we have red ball, blue ball, and green ball. And if we are asked what are different ways you can pick two balls regardless of order. So one of the ways, pick red and blue. Now when you pick red and blue and we say regardless of order, so red and blue is same as blue and red, right? So here order doesn't matter. Whereas when we arrange it in a line, RBG and RGB was treated separately. Whereas in this case, this particular selection count is considered as 1, and when this is got selected, right, BR is not considered, right? So second would be BG, and third would be RG. So these are the three ways to select two balls from a group of three balls. Okay, and those are red, blue, and green. Let's quickly look at what are different examples and also what is the formula for both permutation and combination. So typically, one of the real life scenario or example is arranging books on shelf. So say for example you have 25 books, right? And you are asked to arrange them in a shelf which has got 10 slots, right? So there can be different ways to arrange. First of all, you need to pick 10 books from 25 and then arrange them in different sorts. So this is a classic example of permutation. Book A first and book 2 second would be different arrangement than book 2 first and book 1 second, right? Whereas takes a similar example on books. Suppose you are traveling uh, to some place and you have a collection of books at your home, and while you travel by train or by bus, you want to keep yourself busy by reading books. So if you have 10 books at your home, you decide to take two books on those trip. So how many ways can you select two books from the group of 10 becomes a classic example of combination, right? So here it doesn't matter, right? Because here it doesn't matter on the order of the book, whereas arranging on the shelf, order matters, right? Another example for permutation can be picking first, second, third place in a race. So if 10 sports 100-meter uh, sprinters decide to run in a final, okay, uh, then what is the count, or in how many ways, right, can you pick the first, second, and third from those 10 runners? Yeah, is a classic case of permutation. Whereas picking three people or creating a three people team from a group of 25 people. So in an organization, there are 25 people who are on bench, and a project comes and a requirement is of three people. And imagine all 25 people have got the relevant skills. Then what are different ways to select those three people from 25 is a classic case of combination. Okay, third example can be password. So here, suppose you have you want to find out how many different passwords can be created if you're given uh, numbers from 1 to 9, right? What are the provided the numbers are not repeated as well. So what are different combinations, okay, that could be created of passwords from these numbers? Whereas in lottery, you just have to select three numbers from 1 to 9, right? So there is no sequence in it. Whereas in password, you have sequence. In lottery, You are not expected to have sequence because you're just picking up three numbers. So if first number is third 3 2, if you get 3 2 1, then that 3 2 1 is similar as the combination 1 2 3, right? So let's study what is the permutation formula. So typically permutation is denoted by NPR, and this is equal to n factorial upon n minus r factorial. This is what the formula of permutation is, whereas the formula of combination is depicted by NCR, and it is n factorial upon r factorial into n minus r factorial. So these are the formulas of permutation and combination. In next video, we'll go through few numericals and apply this formulas. We'll also see how to recognize from the problem statement, how to recognize whether we need to apply a permutation formula or a combination formula. Because once you understand that, things are pretty simple. Okay, so with this, I'll end this video. Thanks a lot and see you in the next video.